Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for December 2025. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to see it. By the way, I want to wish you guys a very happy birthday. I know that this is your birthday month. Same with the end of November, but yeah. I hope you have a wonderful birthday and a very Merry Christmas coming up as well. We will be using the Tarot de la Nuit deck and my de la Nuit Oracle deck for this reading. We will be going over your career for this month and also your love portion of this month. So let's go ahead and get started. If you would like a personal reading, make sure to check out my description box below. There you'll find information on how to contact me and get that personal reading. If anybody in the comment section tries to message you or comment, reply, whatever, to try to get you to message them saying that they're me, they are not me. I will not offer a reading. The only way to get a personal reading from me is to either join my Patreon or to go ahead and order it through my website, Moonlight Studios. Okay. Spirit, please connect me with Sagittarius. What is coming in for their career, please? Clear, concise messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius babies. What is going on for the birthday babies? Thank you. They were showing me Pinocchio. The blue fairy might pop out. Let's see. We have Jack and the Beanstalk. That's actually been pretty popular. Scorpio had that. You might be on the Scorpio and Sagittarius cusp, which would be like the middle of November. Let's see. Anything else? Blue fairy. Yep. Okay. I feel like you're getting a wish come true for your birthday. I feel like you're going to receive some kind of gift. They were showing me Pinocchio. He was on strings, and then the blue fairy comes and grants him his wish to be a real boy. So I feel like there's some kind of wish coming in for you for your birthday from your ancestors is what they're saying. So you can ask them for help for like what direction you want to go in your life. If you need more help, like assistance with your love life or even your career. This is a career reading, so it could be for that. You can ask them for help and guidance, and it will lead you in that direction. That's going to work out the best for you. Okay, anything else? Yeah, planting that seed to grow and everything with the beanstalk. Again, ancestors coming in to help you. It's something that you want to achieve, something that it's like you're placed on this earth for something significant. Your intuition will tell you. There might have been delays in the past, but it's like you're finally getting that help that's coming in. You might not see it just yet. I feel like it's still coming in. They want you to get out there and make yourself known to the world. That way you can be seen. This will help you get closer to your dreams on whatever you're wanting to achieve. Anything else? We have Alice in Wonderland, and that was on Jack and the Beanstalk, if you notice how it jumped over there. When cards do that, there's always like some kind of connection. So Alice is connected to Jack. Alice is all about like exploring her surroundings, going on different adventures. Jack is about planting a seed and watching it grow. It's like you choosing a direction to go into, and your ancestors are here to grant you the wish and help you move along towards that goal of yours. Spirit of Magic, see? Yeah. That was at the bottom of the deck, so that's overall energy. Spirit is helping you right now to achieve your dreams in whichever direction that you want to go in. They're there by your side, guiding you, helping you in any way possible. So just keep that in mind. I feel like this is going to be a pretty big year for you, to be honest. Um, okay. Let's see. Tarot, what do you have to tell me? The numbers 10, 27, 19, 2, and 1 could be important. Okay, Spirit, please connect this deck with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, Sagittarius, make sure to check out my other videos on my channel. I always do Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so if you know your birth placements, that can help. What you're wanting to do. What you're wanting to do. Interesting. You feel like something's blocking you on what you're wanting to do. I didn't mean to say that. I was channeling that info. What I was meaning to say, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus so that you can check out those videos so that you can gain more info because there could be other messages on the other videos for you. So make sure to check out your birth chart placements. But I feel like you feel like something has been stopping you from moving along on your path, like the direction that you're wanting to go. I feel like something's stopping you. Could just be fear, to be honest. Yeah. Can you tell me more about this Queen of Wands energy? Lack of confidence. Oh wow, we have Queen of Pentacles too. You might struggle with your money. You might be struggling with money, and that's making it where you're not so confident in like moving forward with this idea that you have for like career wise. Also be careful not to, how do I put this? Be careful not to be too cocky. You want to make sure you stay grounded, because if you're too cocky on how you act, then the universe will be like, okay, you need to learn a lesson before we can help you then, kind of thing. I don't feel like that's for everyone, but I feel like that's for someone out there. But I do see there's some kind of fear that's holding you back, which is affecting your confidence, which then in turn affects your money, your stability. So they're trying to come in to help you on that. Yeah, see, trying to heal that whole situation. That way, Mushu's being... I'm Mushu, the Great Stone Dragon. Yeah, ancestor sent me a lizard. That's what I'm getting. But your ancestors are trying to help like heal this whole situation for you, where you're not stuck in fear, where they're saying like the fear is paralyzing you, where you're not moving forward. So they're trying to help with the confidence so that you can actually move forward in your into your goals. Make sure you stay stable though, humbled is what they're saying. I think the cockiness was more so like once you start receiving like the good stuff coming in, just make sure it doesn't go to your head. I feel like that's more so what they're saying, because I feel like whatever this wish is that you have, it's going to be granted, but it's important to like have gratitude and, you know, still be humbled while receiving it. I hope that makes sense. We have Ace of Cups. This is moving into a really good energy. You're going to love what you do, love how you feel. Really connecting to your heart space with this whole thing. The moon, notice how it was upside down. You're coming out of like the darkness. There's no more illusions. Like I think slowly you're going to be able to... They're showing me like kind of like an eclipse, like how the shadow moves in front of the moon. It's like right now we're at the shadow part and you don't really see the moon, like it's not illuminated, and then once it starts to move out of the way, then everything shines brightly, like you're able to see more. I just feel like right now you're in the shadows, which is causing this devil energy, this fear. You don't see the full picture just yet, but you're going to. Page of Cups, you could be quite young still. This is like childlike energy, starting out like fresh, starting out new. Let's see, full of emotion too. Don't allow your emotions to like take hold of you. I feel like that's kind of like where that cockiness comes in. Like, okay. It's really important. They're saying that you need to ground yourself because you're going to be going through different emotions where, like, if you're, say, here's an example. This is not something that is like, oh yeah, you're going to be doing this. This is just an example. If you're, say, running your own business, if you're a content creator or something, and you're doing all the work, you're like getting views or getting videos out, and then you start getting a lot of views. You might get like really, really happy, and it might even go to your head a little bit. And then all of a sudden it changes, and then like you slump down and like you're not getting as many views, and then so you might like get really sad real fast. So they're trying to say like keep a hold of your emotions. Know that's going to take a little while to build whatever you're building. It doesn't exactly always happen overnight. It's pretty rare that it happens overnight. Of course, you can ask, you can wish for that, but the universe is only going to give you basically like what you deserve. And I'm not saying you don't deserve like fame and success and all that. What I'm saying is that like if they know that you're not ready to handle such a big thing, they might not hand it to you right away. You might have to like spend more time building. It's like you'll eventually get there. But some people can like handle it right away, some people can't. Like it just depends. Like before you came down to earth, you made a plan with your ancestors and your spiritual contract on this earth. You made a plan and like what decisions would lead where. And spirit knows the exact right time to actually make things happen for you. Are you ready to handle, say, like fame? There's a lot of emotions, a lot of like head games that come along with that. So they know what you can handle and what you can't handle. So they'll probably like ease you into it little by little, instead of just throwing you in the deep end. Okay, I hope you understand it that way. So they're wanting you to become like emotionally stable for this, because you're going to have your good days and you're also going to have your bad days. So it's just important to stay positive and keep like your emotions grounded. You could have Pisces in your chart too. Even Scorpio is another one. Yeah, I feel like this devil energy has made it where you've been stuck in time, like you haven't been moving forward because you're afraid that maybe you're not going to get it. And you need to stop thinking like that. You need to stay positive. That's why I'm saying like with the emotions. I feel like your emotions are playing a huge role on like where things are going right now. Just keep working hard. They want you to also like stabilize your energy where you're not like in and out. They want you to do consistency. Okay. They want you to stay grounded and consistent with whatever you're doing. That's important. But just keep working, keep working on your goals, keep working on it. You're going to move through this time where you're going to be able to heal it and like gain control over your emotions. Hermit, you're going to go within. I feel like you kind of, I kind of feel like you don't have the time. Is that right? It's like you haven't had the quiet space that you need to like really figure out what you're wanting to do next, like what's going to be your big breakthrough. And they're wanting you to go within and try to figure that out. Because once you do that, that's when the eclipse is going to happen and the shadow is going to move out of the moon's energy, and it's going to be illuminated for you, like what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to be out of that fear and out of those ego driven thoughts. We have Five of Wands, conflict with yourself. I feel like this is your self like doubt. I feel like you're scared that you can't do something that you really want. And Spirit is saying that yes, you can, and yes, you can achieve that. That's what we're here for. We're trying to help you. But you have to ground yourself and get out of your head. Because when you're in your head, that causes blocks where you can't move forward. So that's important to note. This Page of Cups over here is very emotional. I'm picking up a lot of emotions. Speaking your truth. Okay. Yeah, I feel like obviously that's how you feel on the inside, and that's fine. Like, you're supposed to feel how you feel. But it's also important to make sure you're grounding yourself as well, because you don't want those like thoughts and those emotions to take over you. We have grief. So you being stuck in this like fear-based energy is actually causing you a lot of grief. It's causing you sadness and, hopelessness is what I'm getting. It's like, I want to do this, but what if it goes wrong? I shouldn't even try, And when you put yourself in that kind of energy, then you're never going to move forward. Like, you're never going to take that leap. So it's important to ground yourself and get out of those thoughts, because the longer you wait, like the longer you're in that bad energy and you're not living out your dream. See, this work that you're doing to bring out your confidence and stuff, this is going to bring out happiness. The sun is going to come out. You're going to feel warm. You're going to feel confident, beautiful, and full of energy, ready to conquer the world, is what they're saying. So it's important to keep fighting forward. You have many options too. I feel like that might be why you're in and out. Like, maybe like in and out of ideas. Like, one minute you want to do this, but the next minute you want to do that. You might have ADHD, is what they're saying. That's where it's important to like meditate, ground yourself, and center yourself so that you can calm your mind and like really decide which one is going to pay off the most. Which idea is the one you really want to go with. Okay. What else, Spirit? Page of Wands with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, healing from a heavy burden from the past. I feel like this burden is your thoughts, though. And Page of Wands is conquering new adventures, going after those dreams of yours that you have. It's like reflecting what you really want, really connecting with your heart space, feeling that, and then like committing to what you want to do, and then going, like taking action to go towards it, okay? But you need to get rid of the devil energy at the very beginning. Look at that. Look at that. Damn. Again, they're talking about the moon. They're talking about the eclipse. Right now, the eclipse energy is making you feel like at odds with yourself, like you don't know what to do, your hopelessness and everything. And then once you meditate, that's when the shadow goes away, shadow being the devil, moves out of the moon space, and the moon starts to lighten up and brighten up, and it becomes illuminated. Your ideas, your thoughts on like where you should go, your path becomes illuminated. And that's where the success comes in. Anything else? We have Nine of Wands. What is going on with this? Something from your past, something from your childhood. Something from your childhood is making you emotional about this. I feel like that's connected to this devil over here. Which makes sense because it circles all the way around. but I feel like it's connected to this devil. I feel like maybe you were let down in the past and you're just worried that it's going to be the same thing. You might get triggered, to be honest. Maybe something good happens and then all of a sudden a whole bunch bad. So you're like, crap, do I ever even want to wish for good? Because I know bad is going to follow. You need to make sure you get yourself out of that mindset. I feel like that's why the emotions are up and down, up and down. Um, but yeah, allow yourself to purge and work through that emotion. That's part of your shadow work on what you're supposed to do. So make sure you speak your truth, of course, because that's always important. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is confirmation that things are moving in the right direction, the way that it's supposed to go, so that you can get on the right path. It's coming in and you're going to be really happy. You're going to be very passionate. You are going to be very defensive. You're going to want to defend this new path. But here's the thing. You're defending this whole situation from your own mind. Okay, you're not allowing those thoughts to go ahead and tamper with your dream anymore, is what they're saying. Keep your guard up, ground yourself, protect your energy, use crystals if you need to. Yeah, see, you're going to be very successful, single successful, like living your dream, not allowing money to control you anymore. Like you're going to be in control of that. You're going to make a name for yourself. Knight of Swords, it's going to happen fast. Once you find out this information, it's like you're finding the root cause of like the bad that has happened in your childhood. Once you find that out, you're going to be able to recognize that and like work through it and like charge towards it at a faster rate than being stuck. Because once you have this breakthrough moment, you're going to get unstuck from this devil energy. So, okay. Whew, that was a lot to say. Okay. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Capricorn again. So you could be dealing with any of these signs. This could just be you. Your past hurts and disappointments and everything could be from any of those signs I just named. So yeah, I do feel like you have a childhood wound though, and you're afraid that like things are not going to turn around. Like why bother? When my life has always been like bad, one thing after another. They don't want you to give up. They want you to keep moving forward. Okay, Spirit. Connect my focus deck to Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sag, make sure you think of 2 questions, yes or no questions. Those popped out. Yeah, think of yes or no questions. Label them 1 and 2. The order that they pop out is the order that they will be answered. And let's begin. Damn, you got a lot of cards this time. Okay, hold on. We got one on the ground. And it's your card. That's funny. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I get out of breath when I channel so much. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, which is December and November. Father could be important. You could have fatherhood wounds from this over here, which is why you have issues with your emotions. We have 333 support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. You could have a father on the other side who's actually like helping you achieve this wish of yours. We have 555, change, something new is coming in. That's that Wheel of Fortune energy that we are seeing. Pisces energy could be important. That is March and February. It's a time to heal, which we did see the healing card right here. Healing from those emotions. Don't allow that to trap you and not allow you to move on to your future. You could be a rising sign, Sag. They want you to release, let go of what no longer serves you. 999. These are those thoughts that are holding you back and stopping you from moving forward. We have Gemini. That could be important. That is June and let's see, May. Your first answer is yes. You could be having a date night. If you're not having a date night, it could be like getting together, having drinks. This could even be with like a coworker or something. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be like just discussing work or discussing like ideas on like where to move next. This could even be with family or friends, like just like exploring your options on like, what should I do with my life? You know, I have all these really good ideas, but I'm kind of worried, like, what if it doesn't work out? Whoever you're talking to on this date night, it could actually kind of help you. It doesn't have to be like a date. It just means like a night out. Okay. So we have mother could be important. Yeah, definitely father and mother, childhood wounds, something to do with your parents, maybe the stability of them made it where you're kind of iffy about like if you can achieve stability in this lifetime because you saw how hard it was for them to do it. It does show someone is wearing a mask. I feel like you are putting on a smile and a brave face, but underneath you're having all these emotions and you're not releasing them, and it's like eating you alive. So just keep that in mind. We have October. October could be important. That's Scorpio and Libra. I kept wanting to say Scorpio too, so you could have Scorpio in your chart. Also, Scorpio beanstalk. At the very beginning, again, you could be a Scorpio cusp or just have it in your chart heavily. We have cheater. They were telling me something about this. They were telling me, what were they telling me, Spirit? Can you tune in and tell me again? They were saying something about like you feel like you're cheated in life. Oh, they were saying, fuck, what is it? Sorry about my language. Um, it's a syndrome. It's personality. No, not personality. It's when it's when like you're really good at something and you're working towards that and like you're actually doing the thing, you know, you're really great. You have it's called imposter syndrome. That's what it's called. I feel like you do have that. I kind of feel like you question if you can actually do this and get this like done, or if maybe you're just it's just in your head. Maybe that's why I was feeling like that cocky feeling. Maybe it was you're you're not being cocky, like you're actually good at whatever you're doing and you need to share it with the world. You know, I feel like maybe you think that you're cocky or you're scared to be too confident in your skills because you're worried that it's the imposter syndrome. You're worried that you're you're a cheater basically. You're not who you say you are, when in reality you are who you say you are. You have those actual skills and you're just worried that what if other people don't see it like that? What if people think I'm a fake or a phony, or you know, that's something that you really need to work on. Building that confidence. I feel like that is a huge message for you right there. That might be your breakthrough, to be honest. You really need to go within and realize like, yo, I am good at doing this, I'm good at doing that, and I need to see it through. I need to keep pushing towards my dreams. Your ancestors are there to guide you. This is a test for you to actually, you know, step forward and achieve this. Okay, or are you going to listen to the devil, your mind, you know, trying to keep control of you into those egotistical thoughts? And yeah, We have friends, could be important. Sun sign could, you could be a sun sign Sagittarius. Grandma could be important. Either you're real close with your grandmother or she's on the other side guiding you, helping you achieve this goal. You have a really close connection with her. I am seeing birds, specifically like a dove. Um, she could show you a dove here shortly, like soon. What the hell? Okay, something just moved in my room and no one's in here. um, okay, weird. Okay. New love. This could just be like your passion. Yeah. So like what you're trying to go after is like something new because you haven't like fully stepped into it yet. So it's still all new for you. Even if you've been like working on it, but it's still new because you're not fully in it yet. We have breakthrough. Told you that breakthrough is coming in. Could happen in February. Valentine's Day could be significant, but they're saying Aquarius and Pisces energy. Sister could be important. They're saying something was short term, like they want you to stop allowing your mind to get the best of you and making that a long term, like stagnant situation that was only supposed to be short term. It's like time to get out of that funk, start working towards breaking free of those chains. 1212, self identity, stepping into your power and purpose. Aquarius could be important. That's February and January. 888, balance, everything is falling into place. We have January, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. We have July, which is Leo and Cancer. They want you to manifest your dreams. Again, August, that's Leo and Virgo. And then we have 1111, spiritual awakening. You're on the right path at the right time. We did only get one answer, so think of your second question. And let's get that answer for you. Okay, answer for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Answer for Sagittarius for question number 2. Look at that. We got 10 of Cups, happiness, security, emotional stability, happy home. This is one of the happiest cards that you can get in this deck, just so you know. So I feel like those energies are wrapped around your question. And we have the answer is yes. And it says that this is Pisces energy. So that could be important. But this was your career reading, Sag. So we are going to move into your love portion. And just so you know, I'm an artist. I do have a children's book. It is spiritual. It's called Crystal Beast. I have 2 books right now, actually. It's Crystal Beast, the main book, and then Crystal Beast, Arrow and Amazon Friends, ABCs. It's where the main character goes through the jungle and he finds animals A through Z. Kids can color it, and there's information on the back of each animal, of each of the pages. So yeah. I'm also an animator. I have my degree in animation. And I do plan to turn my series into a cartoon someday. So like TV series, movie, all that. It is a 12-book series. 12-book. It's one series consisting of 12 books. Okay, sorry. Each book is a different astrology sign too. Different animal, different astrology, and different location as well around the world. It's to help teach kids about animals and our environment and to protect wildlife. These are the books. This is my main book, Crystal Beast, Journey to the Secrets of the Amazon Rainforest. I'm the artist. My sister is the writer. But yeah. Arrow, he's an Aries. He finds his higher self wandering in the he finds the guardian wandering in the forest, and then he goes looking and he runs into humans. They have caused a fire. The whole forest is on fire. Arrow runs away, finds the spirit again, which leads them to the large rocks. He talks to the guardian. The stones make the diamond. Gives information about like you have to awaken the other beasts. They're in the different locations, and yeah, he transforms into that realm's guardian, and then he has to take care of the fire. At the very end, we have Arrow's fun facts. This talks about the Amazon rainforest and everything, and yeah, animals and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the coloring book. Again, A through Z. So like A is for alligator. And then gives the information. That way when the kids rip it out, they can keep the information attached to the paper itself. And it's good quality paper too. So it's durable. There's also activities in here, and they do relate back to the book itself. So help Arrow find his diamond. He has to go through the forest and find it. There's also like shadow, connect the shadows, draw your animal friend, make puppets, connect the dots, crossword puzzle. But in order to like finish this, you have to have the book. So yeah. I also do markets as well. Again, I'm an artist, so I create a bunch of different designs. I put them on tote bags and blankets and shirts and all that kind of stuff. I do have a very astrology collection. So very demure, but it's like the astrology, and then it gives like 3 different traits of the astrology. So those are shirts. That's found on my Etsy. And yeah, I have jungle babies. That's my crocheted animal collection. Each of those are animals from the jungle. They relate back to my first book. And when you adopt that animal, you also get an adoption certificate and a little info sheet about the animal. And when you purchase that, 15% of proceeds actually goes back to that specific animal in the rainforest. I find sanctuaries and I donate the money. And then the same with the books. 15% of proceeds actually go back to the Amazon rainforest itself, which actually tends to the environment and the animals. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It's on my website, Moonlight Studios. I'm also creating a backpack line as well. This is all handmade. It is a bat. This is called Jungle Buddies. I'm creating different animals that are actually bags. Head pops off. You open it up, and inside is a galaxy liner. So like if you were to put like say a pencil in here, obviously with crocheted work, like there could be a hole that develops later on. But with the liner, it makes it where that doesn't happen. So it keeps your stuff secure and safe. And that goes with my Moonlight Studio brand. This guy is not done. I still have to do the wings and the feet and the tail. But when he is done, he will be up for sale. And then 15% of proceeds will go back to a bat sanctuary for him. So, yep. These are all handmade by me. So yeah. I also have keychains too. These are characters from my book. They are found on my Moonlight Studios website. These are durable keychains. They're $7 a piece. I believe they're around $40 for the whole collection. This is Chase, his brother, Beast Form, Milo, which is Arrow's brother, Mira is Arrow's mother, and then we have Arrow himself. They're all holographic and double-sided. So yeah, if you're interested in that, it's down below. And let's get into your love portion of the reading. Okay, Spirit. Please connect me with Sagittarius love portion, please. Their energies for December 2025, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on in their love situation right now? When they find this message is when they're supposed to hear it. We have Beauty and the Beast. I feel like this is really common energy in the dating world of today. We have Donkey Skin. For the Beauty and the Beast, I'm picking up on somebody who wants to love but they're afraid to love. You might just be dating and not really looking for something to commit to fully. I feel like you're just like getting out there and seeing what's out there. Interesting. I feel like you're going out, you're going on dates, but inside, I feel like your inside is different than your outside. I feel like inside you are kind of scared to love again. On your outside, it looks like, yeah, I'm ready to date and mingle and all that kind of stuff. I feel like there's some kind of inner work that needs to be done. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Baba Yaga. Internal forest. It's like scared. You're scared. I feel like you're putting on a brave face, but I also feel like you're not being 100% like trusting. You don't trust people that much. If I'm being honest, I feel like you have trust issues. Anything else? You might get a lot of attention. But it really comes down to, I kind of feel like alone energy. I feel like you haven't found that person that lights up your soul. People might be really attracted to you, but it's like you haven't found your beauty to your beast yet, is what I'm feeling. Anything else? You haven't found like that match, that's someone who actually like gets into your soul and like pulls you out of that darkness and ready to love again. I feel like you're kind of hiding yourself away. Jack and the Beanstalk. Interesting. Get a higher perspective of things. Not everyone is the same. Not everything is what it seems. Okay, that's what they just said. I kind of feel like you want to escape, to be honest. Evil Queen too. It's popping out. Evil Queen. Huh. Okay. It's like, you know, you deserve better. And I just feel like you don't feel like you found that person yet. There's people who have come close, but not exactly. You know, I'm going to pull from my romance angels because I feel like there's a message that could be in here for you. I do feel like you're running away. I feel like you have a lot of self-doubt. I don't know if you guys know much about the Evil Queen, but she was always asking the mirror, like, who's the fairest in the land? And he kept having to remind her, like, you are my queen. And then Snow White came along, and then I feel like you might have been cheated on in the past, or like someone did something to make it where you lost hope or faith or like trust in people. Tell me more info with my card. See, trust. Oh my god. Soulmate. Okay, we got a soulmate energy, we got trust. That's crazy. That's crazy how they do that. Anything else? It's safe for you to love. Yeah, see, I feel like you don't feel safe. I feel like you were hurt in the past and you lost your trust, and you just pay attention to red flags. Like, yeah, notice how this card it landed over here, but I was automatically going to put it over here. Obviously, it's on Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is all about like being in the forest alone, scared, worried. And I feel like you're so worried about like paying attention to red flags that you're not really allowing people to get close to you. Oh, okay. They're bringing me over to the Evil Queen, how she's wearing red. It's reminding me of Jasmine when that meme. When a good guy comes my way, but I'm the red flag now. Okay. It's because you've been hurt and it took a toll on you, and now it's like you don't trust anymore. So I feel like that's what's going on here. They're saying it is safe for you to love. You need to be more open to that. Release like X energy. Yeah. We got free yourself from that. It looks like, okay. It's like you go out, you get the chance to know someone, and then you kind of like run away because you're like, oh no, I'm getting feelings. I need to run away before I get hurt. They're wanting you to free yourself from those thoughts, but you're wanting to free yourself in general. You're like, I don't want to catch feelings for somebody just to get hurt. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah. I feel like you release yourself before you can even give it a chance. That is an issue. That is something you have to work through. We have love yourself first. So it's really important to note, like, no matter what, you deserve love. And if someone else can't give it to you, you need to give it to yourself. Okay. But you need to be so confident in like, in that energy that you're like, even if somebody does hurt me, it's their loss. They just weren't on the right path as me. So the universe is actually doing a favor for like God. It's like God's rejection is my protection. So the universe is doing me a favor by removing them from my life for whatever reason. But like, even despite them being removed from your life, yeah, it might hurt. But at the same time, as long as you're confident in the love that you give to yourself, that's all you need. You don't need love from someone else. That's all about self-love that you need to do. We have retreat. Yeah, retreating. Heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah. Retreating from a soulmate. I feel like you meet a soulmate and it freaks you the hell out and you retreat, you run. And they're wanting you to trust the situation. They want you to talk to this person. They don't want you to just run away. Okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It's really important to note. Okay, we're going to move into the tarot now. Yeah. This person that is meant for you, they're going to show you the world. They're going to show you, they're doing a whole new world, like Aladdin and Jasmine again. I feel like Aladdin and Jasmine is pretty significant in this. They're bringing me back to like when Aladdin lied and he's all like, he lied and he's like, oh yeah, I'm Prince Ali. And just to impress Jasmine. And then it's not that he was trying to hurt Jasmine. He was just trying to impress her where she would fall in love with him. And he could pretend to be a prince. And even though he wasn't real. And, you know. I feel like this person actually really does love you. Whoever is coming in, the soulmate energy of yours really does love you. And might even try to impress you. And by like possibly making some fibs, honestly, like how Aladdin did. And you might see those as red flags. Whereas they see it as more like, oh, I'm just trying to impress them so that like they like me more. I feel like your person might have a little bit of issues too, where they feel like they're not good enough and don't deserve you. So they try to act like they're all that when in reality, they're not like fully all that. I guess if that's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Can I get some tarot, please, in regards to this situation? Wow. Okay. When you meet this person, I feel like you're going to know them. You might know them from a past life. I just feel like you're going to be really connected to them, and I feel like that's going to scare you. There's a lot of growth that you can learn with this person too. I feel like they're going to wake you up. They're going to actually like show you true love. Yeah, wounded from the past. There might have been something that happened in a past lifetime with you two where something tragic happened. Okay. Past energy again. Knight of Wands. You dealt with the player. Somebody from the past, you dealt with the player. I'm not sure if this new person is like reconciliation. That could be a possibility. I don't think it is though. I think it's somebody from your past really hurt you, but you grew a lot from this person, and you're reflecting on these past memories because you're like, why didn't I see the red flags? I need to really look out for my future to make sure that the red flags, like I see all of them. But you're so focused on those red flags that you're not focusing on like actually getting to know the person. You're more worried, like the moment you see anything wrong, you run instead of actually talking to this person. You're in and out energy. You need to ground yourself. You need to stabilize your emotions. I feel like you did grow from a lot from this past person. Look at that. We have King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Notice how she was upside down. I'm getting mirrored energy. Mirrored energy. So this person that's coming in really is your soulmate. This person's going to be your mirror, but they're going to reflect back to you. Like stuff within you is going to be reflected to them and vice versa. It's going to freak you out. You're not stable. You're not grounded. Okay. You're so worried that past relationships are going to happen again. The same cycles are going to repeat, and you need to end that. Like those thoughts. You're too scared. Yeah, you're very defensive. You need to drop your guard a bit, is what they're saying with these people. Breakthrough. You're going to have some kind of breakthrough. I feel like you're going to realize like, oh, I was supposed to go through this situation with the past lover because of this reason. You're going to learn later on in life, like there was a reason why everyone we come into contact with, there's a reason for it. There's a lesson to be had. Good, bad, whatever it is, like there's some kind of lesson. They want you to move slowly and really get to know this person. Don't judge them right off the bat because you might actually miss out on a soulmate. I feel like there's a lot of confliction here. It's like, oh boy. Okay. So there's fast and slow energy. The slow energy is like, here's your person, here's you. Okay. It kind of reminds me of like an animal, like a human trying to give food to an animal or something. And was it Elsa and the lizard? I feel like it was Elsa and the lizard. Like the lizard didn't trust and was all fiery and everything. And then Elsa's like, no, I'm okay. Like I'm not gonna hurt you. And the lizard like was backing up and defensive, and then like came closer and still freaked out, and like it's kind of like Toothless and Hiccup too. He was uncertain if he could trust Hiccup, and it took a little while. They're also showing Spirit too, when Spirit was from the movie Spirit, when Spirit was trying to get to know the one native man who was trying to ride him. Like there's like trust issues going on. Can I trust this person or not? And you're so slow to come towards them, but you're so fast to move away is what they're showing me. So they're wanting you to calm down, ground yourself, and don't be so fast to run, because you're going to be really surprised when you find out that this is actually a person that's coming in. They're not going to be like this past person that hurt you and betrayed you in the past. Okay. So just stay confident and positive, like heal. You need to heal from this whole situation. Like things are going to change around. We have the moon. It's like what you're not seeing, heartbreak. The reason why you're like this is because you're still healing from this heartbreak. You haven't fully healed yet. You still have a lot of trauma that has happened. You're eventually going to heal, but you have to go through the process of like purging all those emotions out and getting your confidence back. You know, that's when that breakthrough is going to happen, is when you have that confidence. And I feel like that breakthrough is also going to happen when you find out that information, like, oh, this is why I was supposed to meet the past person. I was supposed to experience that hurt for this reason, you know. Because everything happens for a reason, and you're going to find that out. Anything else? Take your time. Take your time to get to know this person. That way you're not so defensive. You'll get there. Just stay positive, stay confident. Just don't be quick to run. You'll find success. Yeah. Wish is coming true. You're going to marry this person. This person coming in, they're showing the acorn. This is significant right here. They just pointed over to my little acorn I have right here. This is about grounding yourself and everything, being stable. Prosperity, longevity is what they're saying too. I will put information about the acorn on the board, but this is important. Move that to the side, that way you can see it. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn times 2. That could be your new person coming in. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then we also have Libra and Pisces. So take that as you will. We are moving into your focus messages for this reading. Spirit, can you please give us focus messages for Sagittarius for this specific reading for love in December 2025? Think of 2 questions, label them 1 and 2. Make sure they're yes and no questions. If you need more time, pause the video. Okay, Spirit. That's just for... I almost wanted to say Gemini. Messages for Sagittarius. Oh, you could be dealing with a twin flame. Okay. That's that growth. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And we have karmic. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is a test. Yep. Okay. So whatever was in your past could be karmic, okay? That's the whole reason why there was some kind of lesson involved. This one resulted in not being such a good lesson because you got some kind of trauma. But nonetheless, there was growth that had happened. This was part of your soul mission is what they're saying, especially if you are a twin flame. There's a lot of growth that has to happen before you can come into contact with your twin flame, which is your end all be all. That's why they were bringing up self-love. That makes sense. Okay. Self-love, you have to have that before you can come into contact with your twin. I'll make sure to post information about the twin flame up on the board. Do some research about it. That makes sense on why you were mirroring this other person. That's why it showed match. Both of these Queen and King of Pentacles. That's a match. Yeah, I feel like you are coming into contact with your twin. So there is a possibility that this twin and you had some kind of karmic attachment involved, and maybe you have trust issues with the twin. Maybe they're the ones that did this stuff to you in the past, and like you don't know if you can get over it because what they did, and so you're afraid of like starting up a cycle again with them. Only take that as you will. You're going to know your twin from your karmic. I do feel like these are 2 separate people. However, there might be someone who is dealing with a twin that had karma attached to them, at least between you 2. So there was some kind of growth that had to happen between you 2 for you guys to actually come together in the end. We have ex-lover. Okay. Yeah. You definitely have an ex-lover involved here that has made it where you are not very confident when it comes to trusting. Grandpa could be important. New job. You could have a new job. 222 alignment. You're in the right place at the right time. You know, when it comes to the twin flame relationship, that is a spiritual job. Twin flames are to come together to work on their spiritual paths. It is to raise the consciousness of the universe when they do come together. So yes, you do have a spiritual job if you're a twin flame. We have February. So February could be important. 22nd, the 2nd, 1992 could be important. But they're saying, let's see, it's Pisces and Aquarius. There's some kind of miscommunication that has happened, which ended in short-term situation. September could be important. That is Virgo and Libra. We have cleanse yourself. It's important to cleanse so that you can get in alignment with yourself and cleanse yourself from trust issues. Mother could be involved. We have 12, 12, 12, or I said that 3 times. That's important. 12, 12, self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. I feel like you are connecting to yourself and opening up that heart. They're saying heart spark, but it's heart chakra. They're showing me the cord between the twin flames, so I will go ahead and post that info on the board too. Your first answer is yes. We have God's rejection as your protection, like I said before. This is a test with your karmic rising sign. You could be a rising sign Sagittarius. We do have May, that is Taurus and Gemini. March could be important. That is Pisces and Aries. You're dealing with the twin flame. Reignite that spark. Again, that spark, that heart spark. You know, you could be coming into contact with your twin flame, and that's going to reignite something, and that's what's going to freak you out, because the thing is that if you don't have all your stuff like figured out, your trust issues, it's going to repeat with this twin, but you're not going to be able to let them go. So you're going to keep repeating until you actually work through that. Take that leap. Date night, you might be going on a date with someone. 111, intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. They are coming back correct. We have January, Capricorn and Aquarius energy. And then 999, release, let go of what no longer serves you. Okay. So yeah, we did not get a second answer, so I will pull from my pink deck. Spirit. Can I get an answer to Sagittarius' second question, please? I only take it if it pops all the way out. Thank you. Has to pop all the way out. There we go. We have the moon. Okay, it says illusions, confusion, secrets, intuition, uncertainty. I feel like this is what is going on with your question. There's uncertainty with the question, but the answer is no. This is Pisces energy, just so you know. Okay, now we are moving into my name deck. If you would like your name added to this deck, you can join my Patreon. It is $10 a month. The moment that you join, you email me your sign and your first name, and then I will add your name to the deck, and then you in turn will receive a free 15-minute mini reading. So when you send that first initial email, just let me know like what you want your reading to be about. If you want to give a little bit of information on what's going on so I can actually, you know, focus in on your situation, you can do that. And then I do bonus readings, extended readings. Those are all free on my Patreon channel once you join. Again, only $10 a month, so you get readings for the whole month in many different forms, and it's only $10. So it's a huge steal. You also get discounts on my personal readings as well, which are found on Moonlight Studios page. My Patreon information is found in the description box below too, so check that out. If your name does not pop out, does not mean that this message is not for you. It just means that either A, your name's not in this deck, or B, somebody else needed the confirmation more than you. Okay. Let's see. And with each additional month that you are subscribed to my Patreon, you get to add another name to my deck. So your name, your person's name, friend's name, family, anyone that you want. You would just email me and go from there. Okay. This is in relation to the career reading and the love reading, not just the love. Okay. This could also be a nickname, middle name, all that. So your father's name, your mother's name, grandpa's name. It's never limited. I don't limit it because I want the universe to be able to like have as many channels open as possible to make sure that you get those messages that you need. I don't like putting limits on things. Okay. One reason on why my videos are so long. Because I just keep going and going, which this one's probably pretty long. I did ask Spirit to try to make it under an hour. I feel like it's been over an hour. Haven't checked the time, but I'm sure we're pushing over an hour. Okay. Okay. We have Liam, Brent, Tyler, Luna, Mark, Aiden, Olivia, Daniel, Zach, Mia or Maya, Elijah, Henry, Jack, Crystal, Julia, David, Charles, Nick, Brian, James, Noah, Scott, William, Leanna, Haley. I did hear Henry. Oh, there's Henry right there. Julianne, Paige, Andrew, Isabella, Hillary, Jay, Heather, Angelique, Michael, and Terry. So Sagittarius, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment below if this resonated. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell so that you are notified when I drop my next video. I will be doing a new moon reading this week, which is all signs. I also just posted a full all signs video, full moon all sign video a week or two ago. So there could be a message in there for you. It does have Sagittarius. Those are shorter readings because I'm doing 12 signs in one day. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month, and I hope to read for you again soon. And have a very, very Merry Christmas. Bye.